Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ radio and television station. Here are today's headlines. A meeting and dialogue between city leaders and trade union officials and workers in 2024. A project to protect nearly 2,800 hectares of the inner city proposed by Cần Thơ City to the Prime Minister. First successful kidney transplant in the Mekong Delta by Cần Thơ Central General Hospital. Top news today. On May 14 morning, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, and Mr. Chương, Chairman of the City People's Committee, hosted a meeting and dialogue between city leaders and trade union officials and workers in 2024. City officials have the chance to understand the production and financial status of businesses, hear the opinions and justifiable goals of employees, and learn about the structure and functions of trade unions at all levels through communication and interaction, have prompt resolutions to problems and challenges, oversee and monitor the implementation of the party's directives and resolution, as well as the laws and regulations of the state pertaining to laborers, companies, and trade unions inside the city. The proposals and suggestions made by union members and employees have been carefully considered by city executives and representatives of departments and branches in an atmosphere of transparency and accountability. During the meeting with Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, Cần Thơ City leaders proposed that the Prime Minister consider approving the investment policy of the project to prevent floods and landslides and enhance the ability to adapt to climate change to protect nearly 2,800 hectares of the inner city.
About 9 kilometers of the dam, one covered with a lock and Benthui pumping station, 11 water control culverts, 8 box covered to prevent tides, upgrades to some roads behind the dam to guarantee route synchronization, and numerous other construction items are anticipated for this project. Over 4,500 billion Vietnamese dong of investment funds are required in total. When the project is finished, it will have achieved a number of objectives, such as preventing landslides and constructing a belt that will keep Cần Thơ City safe from flooding throughout its 2,800 hectares. Cần Thơ City People's Committee was designated as the project inventor by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, who also approved the policy. The Prime Minister also gave the city instruction to work with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and other pertinent ministries and branches to conduct an in-depth study and double-check on characteristics and methods to select the best plan.
According to the Hydrometeorological Forecasting Agency, from now until May 20, saltwater incursion in the western provinces gradually decreases. At the end of May, the rainy season begins and saltwater intrusion will have completely decreased. There is not much rain in the southwest, but there are days when it rains a lot and days when it doesn't, with certain areas seeing moderate to heavy rainfall. It is still very hot during the day. After May 15, the sun cools off and the temperature tends to drop. From May 11 to May 20, there is a tendency for saltwater incursion to progressively decline. As of May 2023, the salinity at the station is higher than it was at the time. The officials point out that even if the salinity drought is getting better, residents still need to keep an eye on more forecasts. Store fresh water for home irrigation at low tide concurrently. Use for eating and drinking should be restricted because the season's first rains frequently wash away contaminants. Also, according to the Hydrometeorological Agency, the 2024 rainy season is coming late, and the total rainfall in the Mekong Delta region in May is about 20% lower than the average for many years.
The Mekong Delta saline incursion is entirely reliant on the water supplies from the upper Mekong River. As a result, the rainy season tardiness along with the Mekong River's decreased flow have led to concerns about the Mekong Delta's water supply growing dangerous and the need for safety precautions. The need for water security in this area is very acute. To support crop management, assessment, and monitoring, experts advise the Mekong Delta provinces to update and strengthen their monitoring programs and subscribe to newsletters from specialized forecasting agencies. To maximize the effectiveness of using land, water resources, and irrigation projects, constructed irrigation systems must be completed and connected to local water sources.
On the afternoon of May 13, Mr. Nguyễn Thực Hiện, Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee, visited and congratulated the Cần Thơ Central General Hospital team on performing the first successful kidney transplant in the Mekong Delta. Cần Thơ Central General Hospital received a certificate of merit from the city authorities for its exceptional efforts in carrying out the first kidney transplant in the Mekong Delta. The hospital director, Dr. Nguyễn Minh Vũ, stated that the facility conducted its first kidney transplant on April 25th. The kidney recipient's functions were nearly restored to normal after a re-examination. 4 more pairs of cases have been registered to undergo kidney donation and transplant procedures at the hospital following the first successful kidney transplant. Mr. Nguyễn Thực Hiện, Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee, commended the hospital staff for their efforts in carrying out the first kidney transplant and for recently attending to the medical examination and treatment needs of residents in the Mekong Delta. The Ministry of Health has just sent a document to the Departments of Health of provinces, centrally run cities and localities on ensuring food safety, monitoring risk, and preventing food poisoning. The ministry emphasized on the need to promote information and propaganda about the risk of food poisoning so that people can proactively prevent it.
The Ministry of Health advises, in addition to disseminating information and propaganda regarding the possibility of food poisoning, that attention be paid to suitable supervision and guidance procedures for mobile cooking services and crowded gatherings. Encourage companies, neighborhoods, unions, and other groups to band together and support the production of seafood, handle establishments that do not guarantee food safety conditions with extreme strictness, and hunt activities. Province and city health departments work in tandem with other authorities that are qualified to keep an eye on, assess, and avoid food safety events. They also track data source, recall, and management of contaminated food. Additionally, make plans for how to handle, investigate, and recover from food poisoning incidents. These preparations should include emergency and prompt medical attention for individuals.
The Standing Committee of the Women's Union of Ninh Kiều District has just organized a seminar theme, Health and Happiness Journey for more than 150 officials and women members in Ninh Kiều District. District officials and female participants in the program gain practical experience in measuring and weighting health and muscle indices, taking blood pressure readings, and receiving comprehensive health examinations, guidance, and information from experts. Doctors also gave the women advice on the subject of diabetes and unpredictable health risk, and gave them the information they needed to prevent illness at home. On May 13 afternoon at Cần Thơ University, the Ministry of Education and Training coordinated with relevant units to close the 6th National Entrepreneurship Day for students in 2024.
Following the contest 2 days, representatives, educators, and roughly 5,000 students took part in events like career counseling and advice, product displays, forums linking cutting-edge university and college startup networks, and seminars encouraging student entrepreneurship. The following educational institutions received 5 first prizes from the organizing committee: Tây Nguyên University, Đà Nẵng University, Foreign Trade University, Water Resources University, and Hanoi University of Science and Technology. 5 second prizes went to the Department of Education and Training of Ho Chi Minh City, the Department of Education and Training of Hanoi City, and the Department of Education and Training of Lai Sơn Province. Projects with excellent ideas and high viability also received 30 third prizes and 20 second prizes from the organizing committee.
Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.